Okay, it's 7.
Oh, it's approximately 7.
7 stream time. Everybody
Yeah,
mind your manners.
I didn't start the stream, but now it's started.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, he didn't start it yet. Oh no, he did. Normal.
It takes a second to come up. Big shout out to Val's girlfriend, his real life girlfriend, who's definitely watches the stream. Thanks for watching.
Big ups.
Thanks for tuning in every time. It really helps me out.
Is there actually somebody who watches?
Nah.
No, nobody watches.
How many times do we have to tell you this, old man?
It'll never sink in. I'm always hopeful.
Watches the stream.
I wanted to see the cool voice thing.
Watches the stream.
Work.
That's why I was excited to see. I wanted to see what it was.
I was just testing it to see if it would work.
It looks.
It would work.
It looks like
It would work.
And I'll put in artwork next week of everybody's profile or pictures.
Ooh.
Watches the
Yeah.
stream.
Cool. I like that. I think that's neat.
Yeah.
Watches the stream.
Doing.
Work.
I agree.
Watches the stream.
Okay. Well. How long? I wouldn't mind waiting like another 5
Okay,
minutes
let's
at least.
wait another 5 minutes.
Just to see if Khutula at least responds, and then if there's no response,
I mean,
fucker.
they're in the combat with us. How?
We need
They're
How's this gonna work?
real life.
have to do the
Holy shit!
Work.
We need Knight to play Khutula. We need to bring Knight.
While he's online. At him. We're like, hey, Knight, can you play Khutula? I bet he'd say yes.
I bet he'd say no.
I wouldn't bet money on it, but
I bet he would. Wow. Dude, we hit a real milestone for the stream. 2 concurrent viewers. That's the highest we've ever seen.
I'm not watching it anymore, so but neither of those
It
two
must
were-
be. It must be Val's girlfriend.
Hell yeah, dude!
I can't. And he gets I hate it. He gets mad at me for like calling it out instead of being like, "Oh, okay. You're probably right." What a fucking asshole.
She was ignoring him. She was just saying yeah to whatever fucking dumb shit he was telling her.
Who's telling her all about the backstory of Millennium?
Hey, look at these D&D. Oh yeah. I've
You
seen
want
that.
to see
That's,
my
that's
nation
cool.
states posts?
My friend actually does D&D stream.
D&D.
D&D.
Well, he was still at work 5-10 minutes ago, so he's probably still gonna be not
Late.
here for another 5-10 minutes at minimum. Watches.
I think
the
a minimum
stream.
is. I think it's gonna be a lot longer than that, right?
I don't know. Watches
I feel
the
like
stream.
The stream.
I just try to do cool shit. It's stuff that I do. I'm not doing it to increase viewership. I'm doing it because I think it's cool.
Yeah.
It's good practice.
No, fuck
Just
the
something
viewers.
fun to do.
Yeah.
I don't want viewers because then they'll report me and I'll lose the account.
Excellent.
Watches the stream. Watches the stream.
Oh my god.
Kardoc loves it.
What? What?
Quack.
Ch.
This is
Cat. What the?
I do it?
Oh, I can't watch
Can you
memes on
think?
Discord because I'm streaming.
they're
that's what
gifts.
streaming
Don't
mode
worry.
does.
No, I was watching this thing that's like obviously like a Nazi thing.
Oh no.
Hyperborea, Donald Trump. Hee 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 hee. Is everyone here?
Everyone but Khutula.
Oh.
The only people who are not actively involved in the combat, of course, yourself and Isaac. So if either of you have stuff that you're burning to do, that's
Oh
cool. We
yeah.
could start with that. Otherwise, the main feature is this.
We could do
Combat.
something.
Ah, you got. Oh, hang on.
No, sorry, somebody's
Hello?
calling me.
Oh, I picked up the wrong book. Hang on, let me go get the other great book that I have. I need a label.
Hello.
They're gifts, don't worry. I found them.
Yeah. They don't make sound. It's okay.
Why do you have so many of these? This is an extensive collection.
Okay, we can do some. Chris, are you ready? Do you remember what I was talking about? Is it
Shit, you'll have to prompt me
Well,
better than that.
and riddle me this? Is it daytime? I guess.
Yes,
In game.
it is daytime, and it exactly
Okay.
7.
You said it was midday before.
Okay, so midday is daytime.
Well, I'm asking you if it was like still daytime since this
Yeah.
started.
I'll say it's still daytime.
Would a vampire be asleep?
Would a vampire be asleep during the daytime? Yes.
Okay. Do you want to
Soon.
do this? Do you know what I'm about to do?
No, I'm a little bit like you kind of
You've
like
got mail.
read this out of context.
I was gonna do this in IC chat because I think it'll take a while. But if we got nothing to do,
Let's fucking do it.
Carlos
let's
is
do
playing
it.
Ex Anima.
Yeah.
How is that?
What?
Oh, hold on. My cat wants to go to the bathroom. I gotta help him.
What? Hang on a second. My parakeet needs to do his taxes.
Oh, it's that game.
Yeah, it's crazy like physics game. It's neat. I
Yeah.
haven't played it for fucking years, but I noticed they added a bunch of updates to it.
I mean, it's been 8 years of early access, so I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I feel.
But
Oh shit! I've seen this game.
Grudge. Yeah, it's like a bajillion years old.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Reminds me. The graphics remind me of like old school Diablo.
Yeah. Why does he have to help his cat go to the bathroom? Is it like Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown? Pick the...
Hello.
Hello?
Ding.
I think the only this is like totally not even like talking about D&D. The only like fucking like Arma Discord I actually have enjoyed like looking at has been Web Nights.
Why is that?
Because he's always talking about the shit he's doing. He's never paying attention to like retards that are asking like, hey, can I re-upload your mod? Hey, fucking, I have a dumbass question. Can you fucking answer this? He realizes there's fucking retards in the world and he just fucking makes his shit.
Good for him. Well done. I'm glad he's found happiness. I know
Well,
he
no,
makes,
it's just,
I
it's
know he
cool
makes
just to
really
see like
good
his shit
mods. Yeah.
rather than just seeing a developer complain all the time.
Like Cup.
And fucking TFAR. Actually, it's not TFR. That's the... Can't remember what shit that was. Ugh. Ugh.
What are you up to, Chill? What are you saying?
I'm not up to much. Kind of waiting.
Cool.
Oh, how's your guitar practice been going, Chris? I haven't talked to you much since, or about it since the last time. Hell yeah.
Chuckle. It's been going well. I've been doing these Saturday jam sessions with my next door neighbor because he also plays guitar. He's teaching himself how to play bass, and then his next door neighbor is also playing. So there's like 3 of us who just basically jam all afternoon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's been a little bit busy this past week, so I haven't touched the guitar at all just because I've been doing a bunch of shit. But I'm looking forward to sitting down this Sunday and just relaxing and enjoying a nice day. Take my guitar up to the property and I don't know, like play music in the grass.
That rocks.
Maybe be a hippie for a little bit. I haven't been able to practice as much as I wanted to because my fucking back has been giving me issues. But aside from that, I nice play music. Oh, okay. Well, I've waited a little bit longer than 5 minutes. Tula hasn't responded. Tula is going to be running late. Just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
And that's just the way it is.
Ugh, that Tupac song. I can never remember the name of it.
I don't think I've ever listened to a Tupac song voluntarily.
Changes. You haven't?
Not voluntarily. I haven't ever gone, oh, hey, can you play some Tupac? And no one's ever told me, like, this song you're listening to is by Tupac. So maybe I have listened to it and I've just discarded it with all the other music of that genre.
How long does it take for his cat to shit? There must be some sort of problem. I mean, I guess that's why he's helping him.
Does Seeker take his cat outside on the leash for it to go to the bathroom? I can't remember.
That'd be awesome. That's some love.
That's some love.
Receiving training in a language or tool typically takes at least 10 work weeks.
Damn.
I like
That's for
finding
like
these little-
shit like artisan tools and like alchemist
I
tools
just
and
found
shit
it
like
in Xanathar's Guide to Everything randomly. Wasn't even looking for it. Training. Given enough free time and the services of an instructor, character can learn a language or pick up proficiency with a tool. I think you just said that.
Yeah, I was mentioning the like artisan tools or like thieves tools and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Poisoner's kit.
Training costs 25 gold pieces per work week. I like that they have all these nice little details, but sometimes they're hidden away like gems. And whenever you find one, oh wow, that's invaluable.
Yeah. Reading sucks.
Crafting. I knew there was going to be a crafting system somewhere.
We should just go into the grasslands and play Minecraft and D&D. Who took all our iron ore?
Speaking of Minecraft, I've had a pretty cool mod pack that I've been playing off and on past month or two. I know Seeker mentioned recently that he was looking at getting his server back up. Very excited.
Was it the one that you were
2 days?
Was it the one that you had mentioned to him?
All the
can't remember
mods
what it was.
8. That's the one that I mentioned to him. All the mods 8. It is pretty good. Isaac Stormwind is typing. Chill, I
Okay.
assume that you're. Oh,
I'm
there he
here.
is. Back
Where's
for shitting his
Khutula?
cat.
I had to help a neighbor do something as well. That's why it took
Are you
so
helping
long.
him shit too?
It's
No.
Pick the poop out of their butt. Ugh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
These gifts rock.
No.
The vampire.
Seeker and Isaac, you're the two that I'm gonna lean on first for stuff until Khutula shows up, and if there's
Well, I have
nothing
something,
left,
Chris,
then-
but it might be a while if we do it, and it's gonna be another Vin session, I think.
could you like at least give me some sort of a lead in either privately or publicly as to what you're about to do, so I have a chance to
Okay, I'll PM you.
just so that I have a chance to prepare myself mentally and physically for this. And chill if there's I have had some things that I was going to do with you, but I'm not sure what interest you have in any activities, because I know last we left you off, you're just hanging out basically at the bar with your army buddy.
I mean, some gear stuff I wanted to check out, and other than that, I just wanted to basically acquire information.
Okay. Well, I will tell you information that you will glean, or you will have gleaned by the time your Palorinos get back from their field trip.
Yeah, let's
Works
do
as long as
that.
it- I like your plan as well. I'm gonna go with chill first.
Okay. Yeah, go with
'Cause-
chill first. I think that'll be
Yeah.
better.
Mostly because I actually do have some notes written down.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not many, but some. Okay, so you may or may not be aware, Isaac, that there was a Drow delegation that was at the mountain fortress when you guys had first arrived. Who were visiting for the purpose of negotiating with the dwarves and the order of the Triad order. If you don't remember that, or if Isaac wasn't in,
Don't recall if Isaac actually met those guys.
I don't know if you met them. Well, sorry, I'm fairly certain you didn't meet them, but I think Isaac was generally made aware of the fact that they were around. You can correct me if I'm wrong. This is several weeks ago. I'm just drawing off of memory here. Any hoosers. So you're hanging out with some of the members of the Triad, and they end up getting pulled into a small briefing with their commander, and you are invited along if you so choose. They can offer it up to you because you've been a buddy to them so far. So when you show up, you follow along the group of dudes. They've been hanging out in their barrack room, playing some games of dice and chance, as soldiers do. You get to a small auditorium in the mountain that looks like you could seat an entire population of a small town. There are hundreds of seats carved out of the rock, and the auditorium itself is when you walk in the main doors, descend down to a stage and a dais, more like an amphitheater that has been dug inside this mountain. And there's a good 200-300 soldiers that are relaxing in uniform in the chairs, and they're all lounging around. You can see that they're all wearing different surplices and tabards over their armor. Some of them denoting different religions that they worship, or different specialties, etc., which companies they belong to. You and your group of buddies, they file in. You all file in, and one of the officers takes the stage, and he begins briefing about sort of the state of the order and how a few things have changed, getting ready for what he calls the main operation. He announces that the Drow who have been fairly cordial in their relationship with the Triad these past few years, both groups working together to sort of keep the mountain passages safe, have finally agreed to a formal military alliance, not just with the dwarves who inhabit this mountain fortress, but as well as the Triad, working together. At least 3 noble Drow houses, you are informed, have signed on to a military pact, and they're expecting other noble families in the Underdark to join in as well. But that comes at a cost of the Triad being asked to help resettle refugees. Khutula says 20 minutes and then she'll be home. Nobody noticed that. So they need help relocating refugees to the surface, because there are worshippers of the Drow goddess Elistre who are being targeted and slaughtered within sort of the central regions of the Underdark, and they're trying to make pilgrimages up the safer highways to the gates to get to the surface, as the worshippers of Elistre believe that they should be sort of on the surface, celebrating the light. Is how this officer explains it. And he says that the order has been requested. Their conditional sort of acceptance is that they got to go in and help these people get safely to the surface. That way they can go about their life. You are also you're told, sort of in passing, it's glossed over that there's no change to the Kingdoms of the West Marches, and it still remains a priority. And they do mention that the guild, they don't really specify what guild. They said the guild is making good progress at finding intelligence that should soon be acted upon by the upper echelons of the order. And then he begins talking about a potential battle plan that the Triad's troops are involved with, which involves marching south to Tarvia to help Tarvia deal with, and he just says, the major threat at hand.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be.
Wonder what that could be.
I wonder what that could be. And then he begins to list out different company names of the soldiers that are present. Then there's Dragon Company, there's Echo Company, there is, like, the companies have no seeming distinction. You have Second Company, Third Company, different weird, strange names, and each of the commanders that stand up from the auditorium when their company command is called out, you can definitely tell that they're just huge varieties of what look like to be rangers and scouts versus these heavy set paladins, dragonborn, and sometimes starting up, and a dwarf wearing plate mail stands up when his name is called, and movement and marching orders are distributed out to essentially the commanders of these different fighting companies. After about an hour of specific details, you are dismissed. The collective auditorium assembly is dismissed, and all the boys start heading back to the barracks room where you had been playing cards.
All right.
I know it's not a super long, extensive, and really cool hook, but I wasn't expecting, that there would be a very long intermission. But you get a good sort of, that's kind of how the briefing goes, and it definitely seems like there is a lot of prior information that might have been discussed at a different briefing where assumptions are made. But the guys don't, it's not that they're not talking about it, but they go back to their, like, dicing and stuff. One of them, the Griffin rider that you rode with, asks what you think about, like, the organization. How did you enjoy the briefing? How are you enjoying it here with the Triad?
I mean, briefing was good. You guys have been nothing but pleasant, so I've had quite a lot of fun here.
The guy nods, and he seems quite pleased with your response, and he asks, how long do you intend to be in service with your current comrades? Do you think you'd be interested in taking up arms and joining our cause? We could use able-bodied fighters like you. You're definitely somebody that we would really appreciate on our side.
Well, I appreciate the offer. Once current matters have been dealt with, I intend to continue traveling the world.
He chuckles and he says, the Triad, it operates all over the world, and its operatives travel from place to place quite frequently. That's something that you want to do, is travel. We can not only offer you that opportunity, but comes with support and even pay to help you on your way. Pretty good deal. That's why I signed up. I've been doing this for almost 15 years now.
Perhaps. I shall think on it.
The man nods and he politely sort of takes his leave after having finished his recruiting pitch.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
son, you don't need to go to college right away. You can always join the army and see the world.
That's what Kardoc did.
Hell yeah.
Seen the world. The armpit of the asshole of every country on earth.
Yeah.
Okay, Vinshenzo.
I think it'll be more than 20 minutes though, Chris.
I agree with you. But at the same time, I'm willing to like back and forth it a little bit. Keep her light and breezy. Just
Okay.
cause. But we're not. I just wanted to get you aware that I'm eager and interested to actually try that. out.
Okay, have you read the spell?
No,
Well,
I'm not. I don't want to do it right now.
Oh.
I'm getting you
Well-
mentally like you're up next. Getting you mentally prepped.
Okay, I'm up next.
Okay.
This is the worst fucking session.
Fuck you. I'm sorry, one of the members who was involved in a direct combat is not around.
Fuck
Get Knight
him.
to come
No.
do it.
I will message Knight right now. Hey.
It's too late for that now.
Fuck you then. I won't
Oh.
message Knight.
Yeah.
Get
Okay,
the
chill. And not Seeker. Is there anything else that you'd like to do while you're hanging out at this mountain waiting for your buddy?
Are there magic items here?
There are. Well, there were more. There are less now because you guys have gone through and checked the stockpiles. Is there anything specific you're looking for? I can.
List of items that I'm interested in, if any of them are available.
Okay. Send me that list and I will work on it.
Can I say something related but out of character?
Yes.
It's freaking lame that all the like wondrous magical items we've just bought.
Oh,
Damn.
we haven't really had a chance to loot any.
All
Yeah.
of the really. Look.
We need to go spelunking.
Look, when we beat the Archduke, we can rob him, and he'll have magic item.
Archduke Shitty Pants.
Archduke Ferdinand.
It's him.
Hans Strybor or
We're gonna
whatever.
start World War One.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nashhorn Dicker.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Sorry to
the
rain on your
thing-
parade. Have you read the spell?
I have it open.
Okay.
I'm looking at it.
He hasn't read it yet.
Can I read the spell?
It's
I don't want
dream.
to actually.
They are on the yep. Can't be contacted. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. You're more on
What?
guard than I am. Okay.
I'm more on guard. What am I on guard about?
You had more time to think about how you're going to approach this.
I told you I was gonna do this at some point.
Yeah. And then I promptly forgot. That you said that
Yeah.
until just now when you told me that you were going to do it.
Yeah, so we don't have to do it now. I was planning on doing it in IC so it didn't take time away from the session.
Yeah.
Are you using the scroll?
I'm using the scroll.
Do you have the scroll yet? I thought that was going to take 4 weeks.
That's
He
for the
had
second one.
Ah,
One, and he's getting another.
My father has good connections. He put me through private school.
Daddy's rich.
You can always tell a Milford man.
Jesus Christ. All right, do your thing. Which one are you going to go with first?
Can I do it on the second one that I haven't seen before?
Just close the
I
fucking
know
spell,
his
too.
name.
Yeah, read it again.
Because I think I'd rather do it on him first.
Um,
A creature known to you.
yeah,
I know of him.
but
I know of him.
you do know of him, but I feel like
Like
I don't trust my own judgment on
if
this.
D&D was in the real world, like if I wanted to cast this on Joe Biden, like I don't know who Joe Biden is, but I know of him. I haven't met him, but I know of him. He's probably asleep a lot. Joe Biden.
Okay, so the
He's got the
I'm gonna go based off of the
pain.
based off of the teleport spell, which states the destination you choose must be known to
That's
you.
a completely different, not only spell, but school
No,
of
but-
wizardry.
Okay, I'm using the known to you part.
Okay.
I'm trying to come up with a, because it's ambiguous enough that you can interpret it either way, and I want to see how.
Right. So it's really up to your decision.
Yeah.
But if you want to use another spell's description as your decision, then I guess go ahead.
I'm not. I'm reading something else because I really quickly want to make sure I'm not going to accidentally say yes and then fuck
Let's
myself later.
argue about this until Khutula gets back.
Yeah. It saves me from having to do my job. You know what? Screw it. Do it. He's known to you. You probably heard a lot about him from Carlos.
Okay, but it's not
Or maybe
nighttime
you
right
heard nothing
now.
about him.
I just realized, and he's probably not asleep right now.
You don't know where in the world he is.
Yeah, but this is a very important thing that I'm doing. And if I
Mhm.
use it, I'll lose it.
Well, the other guy is definitely known to you.
Right. I've met that Joe Biden.
You've met that Joe Biden.
Jeb Bush.
Is the fight gonna be like concluded today and they'll be back in the same day, and will it cause time dilation, or just does it not matter?
The fight is, in terms of chronologically, it will not take very long. They'll probably be back unless they choose to do other things. If they were to, I don't know.
Okay,
If they were to do everything the fight entails and go back, they will not be gone longer than a day. So
and I guess
I'm going
I
to say that
cast it
everything
on
happens at the same time.
Archduke, I forget his name. The Vampire Lord. Because
Okay.
he's probably sleeping during the day.
He probably is. You also know that he's been awake during the day
Yes.
in the past.
Well, I guess does the spell succeed? If not, then I'm out of things to do.
It succeeds.
Okay.
Hell
Succeeds.
yeah.
I want to see how this is a very interesting and wonderful.
It can
I wanna
not
see how this plays
succeed.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. I greet. Well, I create a world. The spell shapes the creature's dreams.
Mm-hmm.
This is not like the threatening nightmare version. This is just the normal version that he doesn't have to save on, or
Yeah.
can't save on. I create a lakeside. Or actually, no. I create a. It's like there's two plush leather wingback chairs sitting on top of the vampire manor on the roof of it, and I'm sitting in one as he approaches in the dream.
All right. Well, I don't want to say poofs into existence, but like the dream equivalent of fabricates himself into being. And
I'm
he
like
looks around.
Morpheus in the Matrix.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
you are Morpheus in the Matrix. I was hoping I had the Vampire Manor map, but it's not.
It's okay. We can use our.
I have all
our
the other
mind.
ones. Our imaginations.
Their imagination.
He see you sitting in your plush back leather chair. He moves to take the seat opposite.
Oh,
And,
so he just sits down. What a power move! Hell yeah.
He comes over and sits down, folding his like intertwining his fingers and looking out over the expanse of whatever you have allowed to generate beyond the mansion.
It's his Manor.
Okay,
I've
so
created
it looks
Draenor
exactly like that.
Manor.
Perfect. So he looks out over the woods of Draenor Manor, and
Yeah.
and he sits down and he crosses his legs and he intertwines his fingers, resting his chin upon them as he gazes out at the surrounding.
I gesture with one hand on the armrest. I say, I don't know if I can do the voice. I can never like picture the voice in my mind. What it sounds like.
The voice
say,
of Vinshenzo.
well, you've made yourself quite at home. Do you recall who I am?
The vampire, without looking, shifts from resting his chin on both hands to leaning slightly over on one arm. He says, "Yeah, you're that troublesome bard on the roof, aren't you?"
Yes. It was. How long has it been since I've seen him?
Months and months.
It's been several months since we've exchanged words, and I found myself on the roof of your manor.
It's been several
Found
months
himself.
since my manor has looked so dreary. You should really come see it now. Been waiting for you to pay me a visit.
Well, I suppose I was hoping that you would have mind enough to perhaps negotiate, or has your, I don't know how you would say, has your condition caused you to be so short-sighted?
Negotiate with you? For what? And for why?
I stand up and loom over him. And I
Okay.
say, there's a great force about to come down on top of you. What is his name? Do you remember?
Hans Strybor?
Yeah,
Hans
something like that.
Schreiber. Thank
Yeah.
you, Chill.
Archduke Hans.
There's about to be a great force that comes down upon you, Archduke Schreiber. And I was thinking, and I was hoping that you would consider negotiating our way out of
Keep going.
a way out of this, as I do not think either of us truly wish to. I do not wish to fight, and you certainly do not wish to lose your kingdom or your life, if that's what you can even call it.
Why is there a 2D image of... Okay, sorry, I just saw that and that really
A
threw me off.
2D image of Pain Cat.
No. Whatever. Anyways, okay, so you've casually informed him that you're coming at
Who
him
is
with a
it?
force of dudes. And he says, oh, well, I appreciate the warning. I shall look forward to seeing you soon then, I suppose. My, kingdom, as you put it, has been almost restored to its former glory, and I'm just missing a few extra souls, which you seem very happy to provide. And with this gift that you're going to give me, what would you like in return? Allegiance? Would you like a share of the spoils? It must be quite difficult to betray your friends after such a long time, but I'm sure any amount of coin would be worth it. Name your price. Thank you.
Vin kind of hangs his head for a moment and then says, very well. I wish for my lively, I don't know how you would say like humanity in the terms of like the context of an elf. Whatever. I say, I wish for my humanity to be maintained. I do not want to be one of your creatures, but I will go along with your plan. And you will ally with the House Cairona.
The House Cairona.
Yes.
Well, I do suppose I need some friends in the darker places, but sadly I believe I already have friends that exist in the Underdark and the House Cairona. Well, I need not make a waste of their lives. I shall soon have all of House Cairona's soldiers under my sway, and I suppose you as well.
You wanted my conditions, those are them. If you want to work together, that is what I require.
He stands up, and I'm not sure
Just
if
touching
you're...
chest.
Are you, like, when you said you loom over him, are
I'm
you
looming
maintaining
over
your
him.
size, or have you made yourself physically larger? Like, if you were to stand up,
I'm still elf size. I'm Vin
Okay.
sized.
So when he stands up, regardless of the fact that you're like directly in front of him, he stands up into your face, essentially,
Okay.
causing you to either touch awkwardly or whether or not you just move back instinctively to give him just enough physical space to stand. But he stands up in your face, and he, with a volume appropriate to how close you and intimate you are now at each other's fucking faces, he says, I think I shall keep you intact.
like a pet. And I'll let you watch as I devour your friends and consume your house and then beyond. And I'll take you with me every step of the way, and I'll make sure that you know that it was you, Vinshenzo Cairona, that gave me the final piece of power that I required for my dominion of this world to be complete. Of course, your conditions are accepted, my pet.
Vin nods and offers to shake hands.
He remains standing, does not make an even look down, and he just locks eyes with you with a faint smile on his face. And he says, come back to me soon. Bard on the roof.
Oh, he doesn't get to
I'm
end the
waiting.
dream. I end the dream. I
know.
tell him we must shake hands if we are to have a deal.
He exaggeratedly looks down at your hand outstretched, and then back into your eyes, and takes your hand and shakes it quite firmly, not overly firmly, but firmly enough, as he maintains eye contact.
Very well. To a powerful alliance, and I end the dream.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Been
God damn it,
notifying
Ven.
the enemy of your intent.
What?
It's cool. I like it. It's a very interesting use of the dream spell. That was fun. Hi, Khutula.
Hello.
You ready for combat?
Yeah.
We were trying to get where we were thinking about Knight to have to fill in for you because he cares about Khutula the most. Oh, we didn't do
Night
that.
that's not here.
Oh,
We did.
shit.
Vin cast Dream and negotiated with the Vampire Lord, Archduke Hans Streiber.
You told him we were coming.
And Isaac
And made an
got
alliance.
recruited by the army.
The Alliance.
I made an alliance. Look, guys. As long as I survive, that's all that matters.
Copy that.
Okay, well, without much further ado,
Let's.
we shall jump right into the main event.
Now you guys can fight Mommy's lightsaber.
Who's done
Finally.
that? Oh,
Now we return to the fight with Mommy's lightsaber.
No.
Okay. We're... Carlos,
Hell yeah.
Hello,
you get
yes.
to start us off.
Hell yeah.
work.
You're fighting a roper.
Indeed.
Shoot.
We're-
Alright. I attack the foul creature once again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Rock and stone!
Hell yeah.
To the
Oh, that's not good.
bone. Woohoo.
Who said that?
Who
I
said that?
doubt it hits.
No, that's like a 13.
13 to
I think its AC is 20, if I
Yes.
vaguely recall last session.
Yeah, it's quite high.
That's quite high.
Alright, that's it.
Approximate.
Perfect. Wow, what an opening.
Yeah, I know, right?
Damn.
Don't get roped.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, fellas. All right, Nephis, show them how it's done.
Is it really me? I remember
Yes.
going after Khutula.
It says Carlos, Nephis,
Shit,
Roper,
okay.
Khutula.
I mean, eventually you
GM
go
notes.
after Khutula.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Natural 20, woohoo!
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's gonna slow me down
Destroy.
so much.
You have a sword of
Sorry,
sharpness.
I have to pull up the rules for that. Yeah.
Believe you roll another D. I believe you do extra damage and you roll a D20 to see if you chop off a limb or something like that.
I have to re-roll it. Yeah.
Well, it depends what he was attacking.
For the roper,
okay.
you can choose to attack its tendrils, but otherwise.
No, I was
it's supposed to
attacking its
attack itself.
Body? Question mark.
its body. Yeah. Sorry, I told you it'd take a while. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah,
that.
it takes an extra 4d6 slashing and then you roll another D20.
Who?
Nephis, because he has a sword of sharpness.
I thought you were talking about me.
Oh,
My
I'm so
cat
sorry.
really likes to be on
It's
top
okay.
of my computer today, so if I dip, that's because he hit the power button.
Hell yeah, kitty.
God.
It
Okay,
didn't
so
happen
12
yet.
damage plus all these.
12
Oh,
plus.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, so that's fucking 31 damage.
31 damage total.
Yeah.
Then roll the D20.
Yeah.
See if you.
I mean, it doesn't really have limbs, but I guess.
You can chop off either a limb or a portion of its body, and the GM determines what the
It
effect
has
would have been.
limbs, it has tendrils. Those are limb.
That does
Doesn't matter. He didn't get a second 20.
almost did. If it rolled a little bit more. Almost.
I almost got the million Kardoc.
Almost got that.
And that's the end of my turn.
What a productive turn. Okay, it's still alive, but it's shrieking and it's quite angry. It is.
Yeah.
It is
The roper.
turn. Oh. Okay, it's going to attack each of you once. Sorry, it's going to attack Carlos and Khutula once and Nephis twice.
Here, I'll take
So-
a picture of my cat so you guys know I'm telling the
Number
truth.
1. Nat 20. I'm going to go from left to right for no reason. So that's a 20 against Khutula.
Oh,
Oh no!
So I assume that definitely hits.
Don't-
You are
Natural 20s automatically hit.
yes. So
Just seems cruel to ask.
even then afterwards, 27. So you are grappled DC 15 for escaping. Until grappled.
oh my god.
The next attack against Carlos, 13 plus 7 is 20 to hit.
AC is 20, so I think that hits.
Yes. So you are also restrained. You are grappled. A tendril reaches out and manages to latch onto you. And then 2 tendrils go flying at Nephis.
Wow.
Number 1 gets a 20 to hit,
That hits.
A natural.
and number 2 gets a 9 to hit, which I assume
That does not
misses.
hit.
Okay.
Did it just roll 2 natural 20s in its move?
It did.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, sorry. Rolled 1 natural 20 and got an artificial 20, I think.
Oh.
Mine was unnatural.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it's going to reel Tula in a little bit closer.
Oh
Ah.
no.
It's
Ah.
going to bite Nephis.
What?
Oh no!
'Cause you-
It's mad.
Nephis,
You
look
cut
out
it.
for its teeth.
and it rolls a 16 plus 7 is
That
the-
hits.
Yep.
My AC is 17.
You are dealt 22 piercing damage.
Oh my god. 22?
That's like
Yeah.
half of his health.
Hell yeah.
22.
No.
And then, and then that's its turn. So you are all grabbed by its flailing tendrils.
No.
It is Khutula's turn. So each of you, if you wish to escape, you need to make a DC 15 grapple.
Blow us up.
I'm feeding my wife grapes right now.
I am making.
And go. Sorry.
I am making an acrobatic. Well, is it? It's athletics or acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Or is it just
Yes.
athletics? Okay.
To escape, yes.
Acrobatics. Let's go.
Somebody got Qali.
12.
Oh.
Oh.
12, sadly, is not 15.
Does that take my action? Does that?
Your hands are free. You can still do stuff, but you are restrained.
Oh.
You have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throw.
I use shocking grasp.
Bzz.
That the fucking yeah.
You're electrocuting all of us.
Someone's got to do it. Such a shocking development going on.
It might not shock you if it's like holding you up in the air,
We're not grounded.
but it's grounded.
Yeah.
That's 13 lightning damage.
Depends how
So-
close you are.
And
It really doesn't matter. You fry it to bits, and it like shrieks and dies. And
Oh.
you are all let go as the tendrils curl up
Whoa.
and
Hell yeah.
shrivel. Well, they don't shrivel, but as it dies, smoke kind of sizzles out of its
Ugh.
single eye, and a long, nasty-looking tongue sort of like lolls out of its sharp, pointy teeth as it sags, and yeah, it's dead.
It makes a Higo face.
No.
Death Ahigo.
Khutula kicks it.
Carlos brushes himself off.
Drunk Khutula kicks it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's still like kind of drunk.
Ah, yeah, I say that was a splendid finish, Khutula.
I look at my bite.
She's like muttering insults under her breath and like kicking it.
I can't believe it bit me.
I'm infected.
It essentially looks
Nobody
like
has to
you have
know.
suffered a shark bite. There's just
Nobody
a
has to
huge
know.
imprint in your torso, sort of the side of your stomach going down to your thigh. It's just a big ass fucking jump.
Ah, that doesn't look good.
Oh,
I used lay on hands on myself. Are these
okay.
expended? I'll get the help, but that's what Nephis is doing. Is he's tending his wounds.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave combat pace for now, as there are no more combat.
Are you okay to continue?
No, need a moment. Ugh. I've never seen anything like that.
Neither have I, but I don't make a habit of going into caves.
What time is it in game?
Midday.
Have I checked in with them already, or did I?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry for caring about you, Nephis.
It's just you asked it twice last session.
Oh. I don't remember last session.
I don't either. I remember that though. What time of day is it?
Yes.
Well,
While Nephis heals himself, I move over here. Do I see anything down in here?
You see that the glittering trail,
It's beautiful.
yellow.
Beautiful.
the snake trail.
All the colors of the rainbow.
Sort of descends down this way. Reference these boulders. While you can see that there is a large amount of debris, you can also tell that something has eaten and then smoothed out a large, a very clear passage through what looks like once was a collapsed, or it was a collapsed section of the cave. And while there is some rubble on the sides, something has gone and eaten right through the rubble pile, it seems.
Looks like it goes that way. Carlos would kind of point down.
Now, I will
Past the
say,
rubble.
reference the map, that is a mere 10-foot drop, but it is there. There's a drop that is a lower elevation.
Copy that.
Drops a bit steeper here. Should be alright though. Just kind of settle down the side.
I could set up some rope so we can at least easily get up. And Nephis begins heading over to these other stalactites. I would like to roll investigation to see if any of these ones that are near us or make a check to see if these are similar to the roper.
Okay. I'll do
Double
that.
roper
Roll
combat.
investigation.
Oh,
Natural 20.
hell yeah, dude.
You take your time and make sure that everything is safe around you.
It's not a roper.
And you're able to come to the conclusion that there is in fact nothing dangerous, no ropers, all is good.
Well, I shoot my rope around this
No.
and I sling it down there.
All right.
I sling my rope.
He's like Spider-Man.
It's made out of silk. This is the expensive stuff.
Ooh.
Damn. Feels so nice on my hands.
Don't say that. That's fucked up.
You're fucked up.
Well, I guess I can go down first.
I'll be right behind you.
Nephis jumps down. Using acrobatics. Ugh.
Ugh.
14. It's normal. Relatively.
Oof. Well, you jump
Oh.
down all gung ho, and you land flat-footed, and you fuck up your knees.
With
not
a
in a-
14?
14. Oh, sorry, I looked at the 4 and I didn't hear the 14. I just saw. Sorry, you land perfectly fine. Then you don't even
Hell
do
yeah.
a tuck and roll or anything. You just.
Well, if
Yeah.
Nephis is gonna jump down, I have to jump down too.
Okay.
Remember,
The rope's only meant for going up.
you're smaller,
Yeah.
so you're gonna fall farther.
Doesn't matter. I got like a 27.
Oh,
But he's also lighter.
I do a flip and land.
Oh.
oh yeah, he's like an ant now.
Thanks.
He has
Khutula
more air time. That's
jumps.
cheating. No.
Oh,
Tula, maybe you should use the rope.
too late. That's a 7.
So, Khutula thinks that she's going to be even cooler than.
She's gonna hurt us.
Carlos. And as the both of you sort of look around and dust yourselves off and start trying to figure out, just lay the terrain that you're now looking at, suddenly you are both just fucking like squashed
Accosted.
by belly flopping Khutula. She's just landed on top of both of you.
Hi.
Ah,
Uh,
Tula, this is a little forward, don't you think?
What?
Can you move, please?
Ah,
Khutula, like, gets up. Do I take any damage or anything from that?
No, you landed quite softly on your companions.
Oh, that's nice.
It's only.
Thought you would catch me.
Well, perhaps if
Rope.
he'd said something. Carlos brushes himself off again.
he's too small
I
to
make-
carry you.
I'm
Strong,
making my way
though.
towards the snail trail.
The snail
yeah.
trail. All right. Well, you glittering trail always. That's how far you can see it.
Is this? Can I pass through this?
Yes, that
This
is
squeak-
that is where the big opening, like that's where the rubble pile. It looks like it had been eaten away, and essentially a channel has been formed, and the
All
trail
right.
goes through it.
I move through it.
It ate the bridge.
That's fucked up. These
I
underdark
will
things are
state it
fucked
doesn't
up.
look like it ate the bridge. What it looked like is the bridge collapsed and it just ate through the rubble.
Oh.
Doesn't that mean it just ate the bridge post-collapse?
Yes.
It ate the bridge.
Oh my god.
Can't argue with that logic. Fuck. Alright, well done.
Ah,
When I look over here, does this look like an abyss?
It does look
Cliff.
like an abyss.
Oh.
And it looks like the trail goes over and into
Oh.
the abyss. Like,
Oh,
but as you
fucking
near,
mud cave.
Cthulhu
As you near
says
this,
cannonball.
as you near the ledge, you hear a sound.
What was that noise?
Then the sound is a not very loud, but it's beginning to echo just because of this yawning chasm that you're standing next to, and sounds like something is. I can't think of a way to describe it other than it sounds like somebody is just eating a jawbreaker.
Oh.
Hmm.
Crunching.
No, like you know the big ass jawbreakers that you're not supposed to eat. You're supposed to like essentially like lick your way to the center of the Tootsie Roll, except it's a big ass jawbreaker.
Those can be crunchy.
I guess they can be. This
It was like the sound of like the jawbreaker like hitting against the teeth or something.
it's the sound of something slurping and generally like consuming something, but not in a crunchy way, more in a
Slurpy
sucking
way.
on a solid object.
Peer over the edge.
You peer over the edge, and you come into contact with.
The sound of deep throating.
Oh my god.
This thing, and it's on the wall looking
How-
at you as it is like essentially just its maw / little tendrils are around a little rock that's jutting out of the wall, and it's like munching on, slowly slurping on the rock and dissolving it.
So this thing
How-
eats rocks?
Yeah,
How far away is it
Okay.
from me?
it's like it's about 5 feet down. It's just sort of munching on this tiny little outcrop.
I blink at it.
It
Is it doing? Does it react at all if I just stare at it?
it seems as though it's staring at you. If you look at the little model there, it's got its like little stalk eyes midway
Yeah.
up the head, and then the big ass fucking flails. So the little stalk eyes, like there's 4 of them, and all 4 of them sort of elevate to look at you,
Nephis
Oh.
and they're like
begins to approach as well.
slowly extracting and retracting in and out of its head. Like
I
it's a fucking snail. They're weird.
found it.
Found it. As it's gnawing on the rocky outcrop, you can see it essentially looks like ooze, this glittering, shining ooze from the coming out of the snail's lower portions. It's not like it's shitting or anything. It's just
Secreting.
The trail is being secreted, and the paste, the trail that is on the ledge is more of a paste-like consistency instead of the glass-like sheen that you're used to.
Carlos says, "Oh my god, it's beautiful."
Nephis recoils and from the sight of this gross ass beast. Yeah.
So it is got a very pale orange, slimy skin, but the shell, its very large shell, is this beautiful, multi-hued, multicolored, almost sparkling, iridescent shell. And as you peer over the edge, Khutula is just drunk in the corner, I guess. Or are you looking at the big snail too?
Kind of like hanging back a little bit, but
you can't see it unless you're leaning over the edge because he's like attached
on the wall.
To the side of the wall.
She takes a peek between them.
Oh, I just wanted to. Wanted to know
Nephis
what you
hooks
were
his
up to
hand
for
in the
sake
back of Cthulhu's collar.
Don't fall, dumbass.
Damn, that's big.
It most certainly is.
We used to ride those things for miles.
Approximately.
It's quite a
large.
tricky place to get.
Indeed. Perhaps if we lured it out, antagonized it.
As you guys are watching and sort of discussing, it finishes gnawing on the little rocky outcrop that it was on, and it starts squirming along the wall, and then eventually starts to gain in elevation. It starts sliding over here, where it goes towards what appears to be a section of I think quartz is a fairly common silica rock, even though it doesn't look like it should belong in here. There's like a section of a vein almost of quartz, and it moves up towards that and starts to gum at it.
It does eat
as
rocks.
the snail does.
Seems to be going for the minerals.
We could lure it out with
Craves that
that.
mineral.
Yes, perhaps if we found something that like particularly pleasing to it. Must look around for anything up here, I suppose.
Tula grabs a rock and drops it down.
Okay.
Outstanding.
After about 3 Mississippis, you hear it bounce off something.
Wow. She says that.
Khutula, I'd be a lot more ease if you took a step back from the edge, just for my sake.
I've got her. And Nephis jiggles her collar.
Very good then.
Sort of like wriggles.
Khutula, don't struggle. He's only looking out for you.
Nephis makes a baby harness with his rope.
Switch out for my backpack. All right.
Can we like look around for some tasty rocks?
Rocks.
They're minerals, Marie.
Yes,
I would
can,
actually like to, before I look, I would like to see what part of the snail looks similar to what the elves had, the blade dancers. Would it be its slime or shell or flesh?
So they were actually holding.
The flakes, right?
Yeah, they were holding the flakes, but the lady was holding a fairly large chunk of it, which so far what you've seen is almost like spiderweb type or stretched cellophane is essentially what it looks like. And she had a nice, more akin to what you actually see on the edge right here, is where it had gone over the edge. It created enough of a buildup of sort of like the secreted slime that it gained in thickness, and as it's slowly hardening, it's hardening into like these palm-sized thicknesses that you could potentially break.
Gotcha. But yeah, with Carlos, I would like to look for geodes or quartz.
Mm-hmm. So
Nephis
instead of
is
a
quite the rock
investigation
expert.
check, I'm going to get you guys each to roll nature.
I did the rolls. Oh.
That's a 5.
13.
17.
Nice. All right, so you each sort of spread out and look around in your individual corners, or find a spot to check out. Khutula, find a really cool shiny rock,
I found a rock.
and it's not just really cool and shiny, but it's got a really cool shape to it too. It's very appealing.
Uh-oh.
Not phallic or anything.
No, but I mean, gross. Fossilite's fucking turd.
I found Dad's lightsaber.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't regret that joke.
Khutula walks over and hands it to Carlos.
Oh, What do you think, Nephis? Would this suffice?
I whop out mine.
Oh no.
You have a chunk of diorite.
Oh, like in Minecraft.
Minecraft.
I'm sorry.
I pull out my Minecraft block.
Amazing. No, sorry, you were the one who had a 17. You did not find diorite.
Oh, did I find diorite then?
You've located a seam of diorite.
Awesome.
And the
I don't know what that
seam.
is.
So a seam.
Looks like Oreos.
Oh.
So essentially it looks like a reverse Oreo, where in the rock of the mountain, you find and are subsequently able to realize that this seam is similar to whatever it is that the snail is gumming its way through right now. Nephis finds a piece of igneous rock that is light colored, almost a darkish red hue, called rhyolite. Nephis himself probably might not know that name, but it is
With this beast, but lure it off the wall.
I know. Indeed. Now we just need to figure out where the best place to put it would be.
I reckon if we go back where we came, we can get back up on where the bridge is. He points up to there. And lure it back towards the entrance.
Might be a good idea, and we could escape if necessary.
I don't know what this... He looks at Carlos and smiles. And he begins moving.
Okay. Carlos collects what he can and follows. Come along now, Khutula. Don't get lost.
Get away from the ghost.
Okay.
Get away from that edge. Here, Khutula, wear this rope for us.
Tie it around my neck.
And jump off the cliff.
God.
I gather the rope
Whoa.
once everyone's up.
Waiting for Khutula.
Here I go.
Cthulhu's still fucking hammered. I'd like her to roll acrobatics.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a 20 unnatural.
Ooh.
God damn. Artfully, nimbly, just catwalks herself right up the rope. No
Wow.
problem.
Say, more nimble going up than going down.
Oh man. Nice. All right, so you guys go and find a spot to place your bait.
Wow.
Ugh.
Are either of you masters at this?
Masters at what?
Baiting.
Does Khutula say that?
Yes.
Carlos rolls his eyes.
On
Tula
sea
starts
vessels.
giggling uncontrollably.
Are you a master debater?
Nephis, she's
Never
playing
reached
a
the title
joke on us.
Master.
Khutula stops giggling but still seems satisfied with herself. She had her moment.
Shit.
Perhaps if you get his attention with the bit that you found, then you can convince him to come back up here.
I don't want to really get my hand too close to it though. Nephis
Just-
pulls out the silk again and ties it around the rock.
I'm sure as long as it can see it, it'll be interested. Doesn't
I'm
need to be
sure.
close.
Oh, I don't know. I dangle the rock over the cliff, keeping it out of reach of the snail, but in view.
Okay. The snail is doing what it's doing normally, and then after a moment, it stops and its little stalk eyes sort of orient themselves around its head towards you. It's positioned away from you, similar to the way it looks on the board, and you see like two of the stalks go around either side of its face and like look at you for a moment, and then the entire thing rears around and starts slithering up the wall towards you, and it slithers its way all the
Back up,
way up
Khutula.
onto this section. Are you walking away with the rock in your hand?
How I imagine it is I would wrap my silk rope around it so it was kind of
Oh.
tied to it and holding it like out my arm and it's dangling from my arm.
Mhm.
And once it's on the land, I would let the rock drag across the floor, 5
Okay.
feet away from me.
Well, it's gonna start coming after it's like slowly
Come along,
going.
Khutula.
It's not
Get over
going
here.
very fast.
I would keep it 5 feet away from or just in reach of the, just egging it on to
Taste
follow
it.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you're doing that, the snail lowers its head as it follows, and one of the 5 massive flail-like appendages smashes down onto the ground.
Ugh.
See if it's
I think you might be angering it.
and it completely like crushes the rock into little shards, and then it continues to slide forward.
Oh.
I reel in my my rope really quick to save it from it being eaten.
There's a little bit of actually no, you probably it doesn't move very fast, so you would have definitely gotten your silk rope back.
Oh.
It again begins to slowly like hoover up the debris, and then begins to start sniffing around again.
I take the other two rocks and I toss them in front of me and back up.
Ooh, at the loud noise, relatively loud noise of a tossed rock, the snail's eye stalk sort of shrink back into its face, as a snail does, and then takes about a minute for it to get curious again and start doing its thing. You okay, Vin?
It's getting closer.
With that, I would
large.
also like to, offering that morsel of food, I would like to cast Animal Friendship.
Oh.
Letting it know.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it doesn't. I don't roll.
We
It
used
has to
to
make a
ride
DC, I
these
forgot.
babies for miles.
No.
Sorry, what are you gonna do?
I'm using Animal Friendship, using the rocks as a morsel of food, letting it know that I mean it no harm. It has to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Ooh.
That's if it has an intelligence below 4, which
Well,
I assume it fucking does.
you don't have to make a roll, correct?
No, it does.
Okay.
Wisdom saving, or it's Wisdom.
Yeah. And if it has, okay, it does. So it has.
Oh, yes.
18, and it has advantage. Let's see if it gets more than 18 for its wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, yes, and then
Oh.
each creature within 30 feet of the snail must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. What is the level of your spell?
It was level 1.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Roll those con saves. What's happening?
We'll find out.
It's magical, but non-magical. I do not pass.
Oh.
Okay. So it is just
Kardoc and
it's-
Khutula pass. Carlos,
yeah.
rather. Oh,
So you take
never
one.
mind.
Okay, so Khutula and Nephis take 1d6 force damage, which good
Ah,
is 6d6 force damage. Sorry.
No.
Each creature within 30 feet of the snail must take a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, taking 1d6 force damage per level of the spell on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Sorry, I had to double check. So you take 3 damage, Carlos,
Oh, okay.
because you succeeded.
Copy that.
Take 6. So what happens is, as you perform your spell, the snail's shell glows vibrantly for a moment, and then you feel a wave of pressure as it unleashes the energy of the spell into a powerful destructive force
Oh.
that blasts around the cavern.
Is Nephis's spell visible, or is it like
It's a somatic and verbal with material, which is the rock. So you'd see me casting something.
okay?
You would see that he performed a spell, and as he finished the incantation that the spell is supposed to happen, as spells do, the reaction is of the snail's shell basically flashing vibrantly, and then a big sonic boom.
Nephis, what the hell?
I don't think that was a good idea.
I didn't expect that to happen. I know it's resistant to. It has anti-magical properties. I didn't expect that though.
It's resisting my magic.
When you do that, upon that happening, the snail retracts entirely into its shell.
Where'd he go?
I can't see him.
What exactly do you need from this thing again?
I believe it's the flakes it leaves behind.
Juices.
Well, there seems to be plenty around. Is there any reason
Fresh
to...
juice.
Oh, I see.
Fresh squeezed.
I was assuming if we could get to make fresh tracks on this path, we could get it to make some more for us. Nephis begins walking around it.
Okay.
Oh.
Tula backs up a little more.
I look at this freshly made trail. Can I
yes.
try to collect it?
Yes, you may. Just gonna.
Scoop it up with your hands.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh,
Whoa.
sorry, it went down here, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good luck, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Slow down. Oh, that's very. I got a new mouse.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so, Carlos, what are you? You just standing there, or are you walking around the snail shell as well?
I'm just kind of standing in front of it, just kind of watching it and seeing if it's gonna remain in its shell, kind of peering down a little bit and like, what's it doing?
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question just to make sure that if I start talking about typical snail behavior, you guys all can like. Have you all seen snails before?
Yes.
You've observed them with your eyes, and you know what stupid things
Let's
they do.
corner this wild creature.
Yes.
So like, so you're aware of what it looks like when a snail peers out from under its shell, and you can see its little like eye stalks looking around. So that's
Sure.
what it does.
Huh.
You just see the little eye stalks coming out, looking around, and they
Big
see
ups,
you.
ice goob in chat.
Hey, Scoob. Someone's watching.
It's Val's brother. Ice Scoob.
Val's girlfriend
No.
and Ice Scoob.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Continuing.
Nephis begins collecting the snail trail.
Okay. Khutula's just gonna stand in a far off corner. Hope for the best.
I'm just gonna watch it and let Nephis know if it starts to like do anything again. I'm gonna take a step back though again.
Okay.
I don't know how to collect the snail trail.
Okay, so once again, this goes from like the thickness of saran wrap to the thickness of like a book sometimes in some places.
Yeah, that's the shit I want.
Yeah, so if you're just looking for that and you're going to take your time and you're winkly dinkling around, I can't think of it, it's a glassy substance. Like it is. It's glass that is secreted essentially from this snail.
How long does it take to dry?
It's several minutes. It's not hot or anything. It just takes time to solidify, and when it solidifies, it becomes this brittle, beautiful glass.
We're operating at a snail's pace here, guys.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
True. You take the time and you collect.
Can I?
Roll the roll me d20.
Hell yeah, that's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Too.
A lot of this stuff isn't very good. You notice that it seems as though actually roll me a fucking. No, I'm just going to tell you this because you've been following this thing for a while. It seems as though its secretions increase in their frequency the more it eats, which generally makes sense. But as it's only really been aside from when it was on the side of the ledge here, like that was a decent amount. So you could see a good chunk of globby residue that is essentially like slowly turning into it's the consistency of molasses, so it's slowly dripping down the side of the cavern and hardening on the wall. And the same thing with down here where it was eating out of a seam. The small little rocks that you gave it really haven't they didn't have enough substance to them to create much of it.
This is no good over here. There's still some on the walls back where we first saw it. I give that a try. And Nephis starts moving.
Carlos is gonna try to squeeze by here without
As
touching
soon
it.
as you get within 5 feet, you see the snail fucking erupt from its shell. Everybody's gonna roll initiative.
What have you done, Carlos?
Only what you did. I learned it from watching you.
It should like Carlos more than Nephis though, because Carlos is snail-like, more snail-like in
Not
appearance.
I gave it rock.
I gave it rock too.
I heard it though.
I gave Carlos a rock.
Why
It's
is
a really cool
Does
rock.
this mean I like Khutula?
Why is Kardoc's piece a giant orange clam? I'm sorry, I have a bad influence right now.
What'd you get, Xane?
What?
Initiative, go.
Even if you're just gonna drunkenly stand in a corner, we'll at least put you in the order.
Oh, 19.
Wow.
Oh, 20, rather.
Oh,
Damn.
I hope Khutula shoots the snail and it blows up and kills.
Wow.
So
Pretty
Khutula,
fucked up.
your lightning fast reflexes allow you to respond to what's going on before anything else happens. So what you see is as Carlos starts to like squeeze his way, he gets a little bit too close to the front of the shell where the little stalks are doubling out for the snail's comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And say that way, if you got too close for the snail's comfort, regardless of where you might have actually stepped. And what you see is its head and its little flails come out, and it just gives him a little like side swipe, or it looks like it's rearing back for a side swipe, and then you are able to react or
oh my.
not react as you please. What would
Cast Ray of
Khutula
Frost.
do when her oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh,
No.
Okay.
Can we please escargot?
Cast your
Shut
spell at disadvantage.
Yep. That is a... Fuck. What's my That's my thingy.
Wait, is this an attack or a saving throw?
It's an attack.
Oh, because you're
plus
drunk.
so-
It's at disadvantage.
No,
Yeah.
even that's not why. I mean,
Oh,
yes, but even then, you would have had disadvantage if you were sober.
I don't think so.
Meta wise, the snail has advantage on saving throws against spells, and any creature making a spell attack against the snail has disadvantage on the attack roll.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's magical in the sense that it's not anti-magical.
14 does not hit.
That's probably the best.
If the spell affects an area or has multiple target, it fail. Uh-oh.
Oh. Khutula, what have you done?
Wait, Ray of Frost, is that a single
it's a
target?
single target.
Perfect, okay. It's reflected back at the caster using the spell slot level, spell save DC, attack bonus, and spellcasting ability of the caster. You Ray of Frost yourself.
No.
It's a cantrip,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
sorry. So what do you need?
Basically, whatever you attacked it with in terms of its power and all that kind of shit, it's reflected at you.
You cast the spell on yourself.
The spell you cast got
essentially.
reflected at you.
Yeah.
So
so-
whatever
it's
you
a-
would have done to it, you do to yourself.
Does a 14 hit you?
No, it does not.
Then I guess you're fine?
Oh.
Question mark?
Oh.
No.
Just double check. I'm gonna reread it one more time.
Hmm.
Because
The spell targets only the snail. It has no effect on the snail and is reflected back at the caster using the spell slot level, spell save DC, attack bonus, and spellcasting ability of the caster. So you have to attack yourself.
so you have to roll again.
So it's a
Oh.
new-
You have to attack
Oh.
yourself, and it uses all of your stats
Oh.
against you. So you are
Oh.
attacking yourself.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Hell
Lucked out.
yeah.
Well done. So your ray of frost impacts the snail's shell, and you just see it fucking go back, and whatever the visual effect that you have for your spells, because in my opinion it's up to the caster,
Mhm.
but it just goes whizzing like right back past your head, and it creates a clump of ice against the wall or something.
Khutula just gave herself the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Colder.
Ah.
Yeah, she kind of stumbles back and just oh fuck.
Huh?
A snail
I don't know
on
what
a
I
ship
expected.
would be a snailer.
Oh.
Okay.
That was my turn.
That was okay. That's your turn, Carlos. Oh, excuse me.
Hell yeah.
So you're scooting by, and all of a sudden the snail tries to sideswipe you with its little head appendages, and then you witness a fucking another glistening glamour of the shell as Khutula casts a spell and it bounces back at you. These are the things that you have seen.
Outstanding.
Carlos, look out.
Okay. Ah, what? Ah.
What
Nephis,
the
it's
hell?
attacking us. Since Nephis is right after me, can he respond at all, or does he have to wait for his turn?
I'll allow you guys to exchange within a reasonable amount, within a 6-second period.
Okay.
That is.
So I'm gonna say, Nephis, it's attacking us. Should we fight it?
Help me.
I don't know what it's capable of. Get back!
All right, that's all I'm gonna allow.
Fair enough. All right, so I'm going to attack it, and then I'm going to fall back.
Oh, that just made it mad.
Probably. It's already mad. So that is 22? Yeah, 22.
22 to hits.
Copy that.
Hell yeah. Why'd we use yellow for the snail trail? It's pissing everywhere.
That's what I
Alright.
was thinking.
It's the least,
I do 24 damage.
it's the most contrasting color.
Oh.
24 damage. Jesus Christ.
How do you do that?
Okay, so one of the when you attack this thing, one of its flail tentacles dies.
Oh my god.
You lop it off, and the thing emits a keening wail. A sad keening wail. 24. Right.
Alright, then I move back to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I move to here. And I end my turn.
All right. Nephis, it's your turn.
Shit. I move to the center of this this walkway and I prepare a dodge. And I yell to the others, "Don't kill it! It's rare. It's a rare creature. I don't know how many are alive."
I'll try, but I'll let no harm come to Khutula.
It's a snail, not a whale.
You're the one that was right next to it, and I was trying to help you.
Shush, Khutula, you're drunk.
Oh.
I am not drunk. I end my turn. Prepared a dodge.
Okay. Excuse me. It is going to turn around. Just going to put it here for the sake of math.
Okay.
5, 10. It just starts slithering back this way. You notice that as it slithers back over its residue, the residue kind of thickens. Its slime goes back over the still thickening residue, and you notice that the ground underneath the snail is sort of like shallowly melting away a little bit, and now the residue is higher. To a visual degree, it seems higher up. It's almost as though it's eating through the ground around it slowly, but it doesn't eat through its own like little slimy rainbow shit residue.
Uh.
Ugh. Yeah. That's his turn. Excuse me. It only moves so fast. It is back to Khutula.
Oh, what did I just do?
What did you just do?
Never mind, I'm okay.
What did you just do?
What?
What did I do?
What do I do, Carlos?
Nothing, just
Fireball.
stay back for now. It seems to be retreating.
Khutula stays put for her turn.
Okay. Carlos.
All right. Call out to Nephis. It seems we've gotten it to retreat. Just try to stay out of its way. Call if you need help. And then I am going to I'm gonna move up a little bit, like just tiny bit, not enough to catch up to the snail. Just right here.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Nephis.
I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I end my turn here.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, the snail. I go 5, 10.
So slow.
Khutula!
Oh my god.
You guys
Creeps
aren't going
forward
to
a little
attack it
bit.
anymore. I could go back out of combat, but it does go quite slow.
I don't think Khutula has any wish to cast a spell right now.
Carlos won't attack it if it doesn't come back at them.
Okay, then we're gonna keep the same initiative order just in case I don't know something stupid happens again. But we're gonna move back into regular time because
Copy.
Oh.
this thing moves 10 feet. Its speed is 10 feet, and if it's just gonna go 10 feet every turn, and you're all gonna watch it, we're gonna be going very slow.
I'm gonna watch.
Question real fast. This right here, is this like... This is the ravine, right? So I can like see it still.
Yeah, you can see it.
You can
Okay.
fall down too.
And I can see Nephis then too, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
Nephis can see you.
Excellent. Or can he?
I can.
Isn't it too dark to see me from that far away?
Are you lit up? I have my sword. It glows.
I have dark vision, so I'm not holding any light source.
Then you're a freak.
Oh,
I can't see you. Okay, I'm gonna keep standing
Yeah.
here unless it comes towards me.
Well, it
Now
is
I'm
gonna.
cornered.
It's generally gonna keep moving closer, but it doesn't seem to be focused on you. It just seems to be back doing its snail thing. It's not like,
Oh.
it's not like pursuing you angrily. It doesn't seem.
Oh, nice.
It is mewing the entire time.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Wow.
How beautiful.
Okay, well,
Nature is beautiful.
nature is beautiful. All right. Well, it's gonna continue going, and then
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
wait for it to
start
pass.
going this way.
I'm gonna investigate some of the trail now that it's moved on.
All right. Well, it's exactly how it's been described before. It's a glass.
How deep is it?
Drying. It's the ravine.
No, the
Sorry.
trail.
It was.
You said it was like eating away the rock, but the slime was remaining and accumulating, so...
It's an ooze.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, so it's a very thin, a very thin glassy residue, and it doesn't seem to be, the residue itself does not seem to be dissolved by the snail, whereas just thin. We're not talking about like, tire ruts in the ground or anything like that. Yeah.
Jeez.
But you can tell that you can see where this snail was because there's a very slight depression, and then as well there's like a larger mound of glassy residue, so just even more of a height disparity. It's not by much, but it's enough that like if you put your foot on it you can feel the imbalance.
Oh, I'm not gonna put my foot on it.
It's
Okay.
gross.
Yeah.
Once the snail moves out of the path, I'll move back.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Nephis to regroup with us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it there just because it's starting to go like down the wall again.
Tula is refraining from doing anything stupid.
Carlos will pay for that next slime around.
Oh my god. How far down is the good chunks of this stuff?
They're a good 10-15 feet down.
Oh.
What if you were to tie a rope around me and lower me down, and then I could perhaps pry him out of the wall.
That is, oh my god, Carlos, you're so dumb.
I'm trying to help Nephis. Shut up.
Khutula, do you still have that harness I gave you? I left mine in the sled.
Yeah, I
Honestly.
do actually. And she digs through her pack and brings it over.
Strap it onto this lad.
All right. Yeah.
He's too small for it. He needs the child size.
Oh my god, shut up.
Oh. While they're working on that, Khutula starts kind of glancing around and she has an idea.
Okay.
She picks up a rock, casts light on it, and tosses it into the abyss out of curiosity.
Okay.
We were never meant to see what's down there. The
Roll me
horrors.
perception.
Okay.
Since Nephis and I are on the edge, can we also roll perception?
Yes.
That's a 1, yeah.
No.
Even actually,
Not good.
after my modifier, it's a 0.
Oh, perfect. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
It's beautiful down there.
I can't see it. 2, so that's an 18.
Oh.
Blacked out. Seems.
Lean over the edge and lose your footing, but luckily it was your back foot that you lost your footing, so you just sort of like kind of fucking jerk forward as you're like, oh, and you catch yourself with your one good leg that happened to have the good grace of being in the right spot.
Well, that was almost bad.
Damn, I could do. Keep back from the edge, please, for our sanity.
She hops a little bit and then scoots back and pulls out her water skin and just starts drinking water. I guess I'll hydrate.
Damn, being drunk isn't fun anymore.
Raising my
Everyone's
eyebrow,
angry at me.
I peer over the cliff. What do I see? I got a 20.
You got a 20. You see an entire glittering fucking floor down there. The entire thing. It's like, I don't have
We're
any good
rich.
analogies, but yeah, it's
Oh.
beautiful. And you notice as well that there are chunks of residue that are going up and down. I'm gonna make them a
Mac
different.
them.
I'm gonna try and make it a little bit different yellow.
You guys should just chase after it and slug it out.
There, it's like that's where a bunch of it looks like glassy icicles. Over time, there's just been a buildup of residue, where it seems as though the snails are coming out of, or the snail has come out of the depths and then gone back down again.
And how far is these stalagmites?
The stalagmites. Those are, I say those are the old ones. You couldn't see them until the light rock dropped down and they, like, all the light refracted in the glassy residue. And after the rock falls far enough, again, it is like a good 3 seconds of travel time before it hits the bottom, and you see this as it gets close enough, a nice glow.
So there's like spiky crystal stalagmites sticking up from the ground? Stalactites?
At the bottom, there's a shit ton of residue.
Okay. I was gonna say that's scary to dangle someone over.
I'm fine.
Yeah, but seeing that I can visually see how far it is, since there's light, can I tell how far it is?
How deep is it?
Oh, how deep? Okay, I understood. Sorry, I thought
Nephis
you were
has a
talking about
lazy
icicles.
eye.
Yeah.
It's got a lazy eye. It's a good 50 feet down.
Oh.
Oh, we got 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, genius. I'm sure that'll compute.
What about this stalactites?
That stuff is lower down. It's just it's essentially evidence that shows that snails go up and down that wall. I see snails plural, but a snail has gone up and down that wall in the past.
Okay, I'm just gonna go roll with it. Carlos, it looks like there's a bigger deposit down over there.
All right, I think I'm secured in. I guess we'll give this a shot.
I tie the other end of the rope to myself, and I use myself as an anchor.
This will go well.
Aye.
If there's more
Maybe
snails down there, you might want to bring an assault rifle.
All right, I start like backing down over the edge, kind of like walking down backwards on the wall to get to where the stalactites are.
Well, it's a good thing you're approximately small.
Yes.
You get down to them with time.
Outstanding. So yeah, I try to kind of pull at them and see how tight they are to the rock. Can I pull them free?
Oh, 100%. Assuming that you're a human being who has ever touched an icicle before in his life, they're that brittle, and like you get down there and you're looking at it, trying to figure out what to do, and you take this icicle-shaped piece of glass and you test it to see how attached it is, and it just snaps.
Oh,
Like
outstanding. So yeah, I grab like each one of them like as close to the base of the icicle as possible and just pull them off one by one.
Absolutely, you can grab it as close to the base as possible with your hand and firm grip. Just pull it.
Outstanding.
what's going on?
Once I've collected all of them, or as many as I can carry, I call up for Nephis to start pulling me up and also start walking up the wall.
Okay.
Nephis, why are you laughing?
Is Khutula telling you a good joke up there? Okay.
You
take it, I make it up.
Transform back. It looks like your life is. I'm joking. I pull you back up. Nephis cuts the rope.
No.
Wait, so is this thing like leaking this fluid like all the time?
Yeah, it just travels around and eats shit.
So it's like Carlos's mom.
Damn.
Sliming along the ground, huh? Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Carlos,
I hold up.
back up.
I hold up what I pulled off the wall and show it to Nephis.
Does it look? Oh, I guess yeah. It looks like the stuff the blade dancers had.
It looks better than the stuff that the blade dancers had, because what the blade dancer had was essentially like, she got lucky, it seems, based on your experience. She got something like over here. Like I said, just a thicker chunk of this stuff that had dried along the floor. What Carlos got is a collection of like actual decently proportioned glass sickles, for lack of a better term.
Glass sickles.
And he got a good bunch of them. Some of them broke in his pouch into smaller chunks just due to the nature of how brittle it is. But you still have a fairly decent haul.
Hell yeah.
If you guys fight the snail and win, I'll celebrate.
Do you think this is sufficient?
It's more than what the blade dancers had. I figure possibly Vin's father could help or use this to maybe reverse what happened to you. I don't know though. I know
Carlos throws it over the edge. Oh, well, that's very thoughtful of you, Nephis. No, I don't really do that.
Fuck it.
Very thoughtful of you, Nephis. I wouldn't expect that.
He raises his brow
Carlos raises his back.
and leaves.
Okay.
Come on, Khutula, and be careful.
Let's
Yeah,
hope the quest
yeah.
isn't a total snail year.
Oh,
I guess I'm carrying Khutula out of here.
You got the harness.
I imagined Cthulhu's harness to look more like a Tard harness.
she's just being dragged along face down.
Crab walking with that evil grin.
I give
His
the
Carlos is like pulling her behind him.
I give the harness back to Khutula.
She packs it away.
When you wanted to
Onward,
trap
yeah!
her, but instead you got a Tard wife.
I found you some snail flake, honey.
All right, well you're back on your horse. The world is your oyster.
We head back to Finn's house. Oh wait, we have to pick up. We have to pick up Isaac. The kids.
What?
We left them in the car. It's 110 degrees out.
Left
Oh
my
my
kid in
God.
the Walmart. Oops.
We head back to the forge to collect Isaac.
All right. I can't remember how long it took for you guys to get out there, because you did a lot of tracking. But
Me
you're doing
neither.
you're following a lot more of a direct route this time. So it takes you about an hour to get back to the mountain. So you're still afternoon, mid-afternoon at this point in time when you get back to the fortress itself. Isaac, at this point, you've just stepped out of your big ass super briefing that you were invited to take part in, and as they're entering the forge would be the same time span as you chatting with Buddy as he does his U.S. Army recruitment pitch. Just as oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Just gonna shrink this down. Put it back in my little box. Well,
I can help you. Look at how fast that goes.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
battle maps.
Like how it retains all of the drawing that was on it.
Yeah, it's something I'm gonna deal with later if I ever use that map again. If we ever go back to the snail place.
The snail trail will remain.
Trail of snail.
Okay.
Mr. Stormwind, we return.
Oh.
Aye.
Oh.
Don't take this as anything other than
So, how was your adventure?
show off.
We found something that could possibly help Carlos. No bets, though.
Ah.
It almost did the opposite of help Carlos. Because it almost hit him. We found a snail.
Khutula's still
Magical
drunk.
one.
I think she's sobered up by now for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, man, I
we're
forgot
not
what
well
the
conscious.
snail's name was. I should have written that down.
It is a flail snail, as it
Oh,
has 5 flail-like tentacle appendages.
Hold
Well,
on,
not
I'm getting
anymore.
a phone call on my shell phone.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
thank you, Gabe.
Every joke a hit, every hit a smack. All right, so you guys are eventually you find Isaac after about an hour's worth of going from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, find Isaac in the, or maybe he finds you. I don't know. It's up to you. However you guys reconvene.
We
Eventually
found each other.
reconvene. Yeah.
Well, that was exciting. We can
Aye.
probably go back now.
Oh,
Possibly
Oh.
tomorrow. It's getting late and travel at night. It'd be dangerous.
I'm sure they would still allow us some free lodging here.
oh.
Oh yeah, you guys are able to hang out.
Hell yeah.
You're recognized as friends of the order.
Perhaps.
Well, I will
celebration.
fill them in on what I'd heard on the briefing.
Sure. Over a few pints.
Sure.
Khutula doesn't want to drink anymore.
What's the matter, Khutula? Lost your appetite?
Like has had
Good.
probably
You know-
not many drinks, so he's up for it.
You know what they say, best cure for a hangover is more alcohol.
Or I could just go to sleep.
Die.
All right. Well, I assume that your next course of action is to head back to the Drows.
Well, I'd want to check and see if any of those magic items were available, and
Yes.
and also perhaps look for get a replacement hand axe.
I lost
Replacement
mine already.
silvered hand axe. The guy will be willing to give you back your give you a replacement hand axe, the armory guy. But he does not have any of those magic items that you inquired about in stock.
Nah. Nah, I'm good to head back.
All right. So you
At
make the
daybreak tomorrow.
daybreak tomorrow.
Aye.
Does anybody have anything they wish to do at the forge while they're there, or are you just all intent on traveling back?
I got my gun. I'm good.
I'm good.
Got your gap. All right. Well, you make the journey from the forge back to the great gate of the Underdark. At about midday, I assume, Vin, you're going to make your phone call.
I make my foam call.
Your phone call.
On your cell phone.
And
I check in with them and ask. I think I was messaging Nephis.
Aye.
Yeah.
texting your bestie.
My usual
Charge thyself.
greeting.
We're headed back. We found some possible magical ingredients to help Carlos.
Hell yeah.
Aye. We're safe.
So you're able to safely make the journey back to the main gate, where you are greeted by soldiers of the House Cairona who happen to be on guard duty, and you are offered firmly escort back to Cairona House.
Sure.
A firm escort.
And it's one of those, like, we would love to escort you. You're not saying no.
How firm are the women?
Firm are the women. Oh yeah, it's a female captain, so she's quite firm.
Oh.
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 Like angry French.
Oh,
lady
I'll
firm.
bet she is.
Oh.
Shallow.
Hello. And towards sort of before supper time is when you arrive at the Great House Cairona. And Vinshenzo, you are made aware that your companions are returning.
I go to greet them.
Good morning.
Greetings, men.
Greetings, friends.
We collected what we need from the forge, along with an expedition in the forest led us to some magical ingredients. Perhaps your
Oh,
father could
my.
make use, or your sister, for Carlos.
Vin looks at Nephis and then at Carlos.
I
and
show
doesn't say
Vin one of the things I
anything.
found.
Oh, it's beautiful, Carlos. Let me take a closer look.
All right, but be careful. It's basically glass.
Did Carlos bring the rock I gave him?
I need to go get changed.
Yes.
I have very gentle hands.
Sorry, Vin.
Let me handle
If you are shown this glass, you're immediately aware of what it is, which is the glassy residue of a flail snail.
I am immediately aware of what it is.
Because it is,
It,
while it is uncommon / basically never seen in the surface world, they are creatures that do inhabit the Underdark.
yes, quite interesting creatures. Flail snails.
Do you know if it could help?
Do I know everything about flail snails? Because I've been
just-
I've been reading.
I don't know. Is Vinshenzo somebody who would read biological textbooks or like indulge in that kind of a
I don't
scientific
know
thing?
how common a flail. Well, I'm not saying like everything. I'll ask you what I want to know in PM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can roll history and then ask me what you / nature.
I've never
but it
seen
is
this
it
creature
is-
in my entire life.
Oh.
I've never been in this house before.
Oh. A flail snail. The shell on such a creature's its beauty and value are unmatched, Mr. Carlos.
Certainly wasn't impressive. It seemed to reflect any kind of spell casting back on us.
Yes. You would take care not to cast any magic at it, of course.
Well, we figured
Everyone
that out
knows
the hard
that.
way. No.
You see, this is why we can't just venture out into the Underdark, chasing
No.
after your true human form.
We were fine, Vin.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm glad.
And what have you been up to since we've been gone? Lounging about, I presume?
Yes. I was having some quality time with my wife.
Aye.
She likes grapes.
Carlos raises one of his eyebrows. Indeed, I'm sure you have.
Oh, wasn't there some... Oh my god, I can't believe I just remembered this. We were gonna have a meeting with Lady Matriarch Cairona.
Aye. That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, I've been waiting urgently for your return.
All right. Well, to have time to drop off these glass shards before we leave.
Perhaps you could offer them as a gift to the matriarch.
Can they not help Carlos?
His Vin is high as balls right now.
What? Is your sister around? Perhaps we could ask her about them first.
This is not the Helvani house, Mr. Carlos.
Oh, right. This is the Cairona house. Very well. Yes, we'll see.
Finn's other family.
My secret family, Carlos.
Sorry, I don't have any family, so it's a little crazy to me. No, I don't say that.
Yes, but you come from a noble house. You understand the details.
Shall we be away then?
Where are we away to?
This, meeting we're going to be having.
Let me recollect when the meeting is. For a moment.
Take your
Seems
time.
Towards the end of the day, it is not during this day because they're not going to just do a meeting.
It is towards the
It's
end
supper
of the
time.
day.
It's, as I said, the group arrived near supper, so
Won't
The
you
evening
join
meal
us
is
for supper,
prepared to be-
Carlos? And
Yeah.
friends?
Friends. Oh, I'm never one to say no to a meal.
Be sure to try their mud skippers.
I've been writing a song called Mud Skipper Melody.
Oh my god.
It's a fish.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, let's have some chicken, have some pie.
We go to supper, I assume.
sorry. I just had to. I was chatting real quick. What's going on?
Go to supper.
We're having chicken and pie.
Chicken and pie. Yes, there's a very beautiful, lovely evening meal. That is lovely and beautiful.
Excellent.
And the entire Cairona family is there. Every single one of
splendid.
the siblings and the parents and Vinshenzo too and all that shit.
What's her name? Andril? I'm sorry, I forgot my family's name.
There's Andril the Fourth and Andril the Fifth
Yes.
Caironas. And then luckily they're all pinned. Lady Andril the Fourth is the matriarch. Amathray, of course, her daughter, also Vinshenzo's wife.
Ah, yes. I believe we're having Thorlan mountain oysters tonight.
Oh, yum. There's Ristel Cairona II, who is allegedly potentially the spouse / father of Lady Andril Cairona V's child.
Hell yeah.
And then there's Talon Cairona.
Talon!
Talon! And then there's the fuck.
What's up, my...
And then there's Ristel and Andril. So they're all eating the supper.
Ah, yes. At supper, I say, Matriarch Andrew. I am Mr. Carlos and company of the Nissian Vagabonds. I believe would like to present you with a gift.
She
I look
looks.
at Carlos.
She looks at Carlos expectantly while chewing her food.
I
Of
Give her
good,
the rock.
good faith.
I give her Cthulhu's rock now. Do are you Janie? I know. I pull out one of the.
Oh, I would address
the-
Khutula to first. I would not say Carlos, because Khutula the girl and Drow Society female.
Okay, start over.
I believe.
Or are you just saying that you reference her first?
I believe.
Give
Miss,
her the rocks.
I believe Miss Khutula has a gift to present you, Lady
Shiny rock.
Matriarch
Khutula.
Andrew Cairona.
Cthulhu kind of like jolts to an alert state, like, what the fuck? Why are you singling me out?
I pass the pouch to Khutula discreetly.
She
Your woman
takes
jumpy.
the pouch and she presents the contents.
These are delicious Thorland mountain oysters.
Is that the gift? Is it the mountain oysters or is it the glass?
No, we're eating.
Mountain oysters. Okay. Look, you can't start talking about a gift and
I
then
know.
start mentioning oysters at the same time. Like, I'm gonna get confused.
Those were oysters?
Oop. Okay, so
Nephis
she
eats
sees
the
this
glass.
crunch.
It hurts
She
my
accepts
insides.
she accepts the gift. How do you present this gift, Khutula?
She would probably kneel down and just kind of like hold it out.
Okay, so she leans forward in her chair, sort of looking down her nose at the contents, and she leans forward just enough to see sort of inside your bag, and she says, "Oh, well, that's quite nice." And she looks over at a servant and doesn't even just say anything. The servant immediately comes over and accepts the
From their
The pouch.
expedition today. I'm sure they have.
Oh,
I'm sure Miss Khutula has much story to tell.
Well, do enlighten me. Where did you find these trinkets?
She kind of glances over at Nephis and goes, "Well, we were exploring one of the caverns and there was a
Nephis nods.
curious trail of a glittering trail, and we followed it and found quite a large creature. We were able to extract some of these from the cliffside within the cave."
How loudly is Khutula speaking?
Not very loudly. She's a pretty quiet person, so it's mostly to the matriarch.
Is there whether or not you might be aware, all eyes are on you.
Oh no.
Oh, I guess shit.
Um,
I guess in that case she would speak up more loudly because she's like, "Oh god, everyone's looking at me. They all have to hear me." So she like clears her throat and explains where they got it and the snail that they discovered.
Okay, so you do broadcast yourself loudly.
I've
Mhm.
never
Here.
seen a flail snail
She-
before.
She takes into account the advice that Vin gave her when they first arrived about not showing any kind of like, well, trying not to show any kind of like uncertainty or insecurity around them.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
So she's composing herself the best she can for this story time.
Ooh.
Story time with Khutula.
Do you feel as though Cthulhu's far enough outside her comfort zone to warrant a performance check?
I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
come on. Come
Okay, I
on.
would like you to flip
It's a
coin.
7.
No.
Sorry, you would like me to...
Flip a
Flip a
coin.
coin.
Okay.
Do we have a coin?
Where's a coin?
I will create a coin.
Chris had a coin. What the fuck?
Give me one of those chocolate coins.
Wait,
I know you got them.
Somebody stole all of Chris's money? Who did that? I thought we were friends here.
Tails.
Tails. Okay. So
For the tail.
you
Ooh.
mentally fortified yourself. You know that you have to stand strong and do all those things that Vinshenzo advised because he gave you some pretty good tips, and you do your best to adhere to that. You know you got to be strong and loud and present yourself, and you just fucking like full send, 11 out of 10 on the aggression scale, like shouting in the face of Lady Andre.
I pretty much just like act like I'm talking to my fucking drill instructor.
Well, no. Have you ever seen a little quiet kid and someone tells them like, "Hey, speak up," and then they overdo it?
Okay.
You overcompensate. And you're too loud and you're too like you just.
Cthulhu
you're trying to find
she's just like
on everyone at the table.
She's just like grimacing and leaning backwards at that point.
She's blinking more than she normally does. Like, oh, okay, that's nice.
But yeah.
And as soon as you're finished, the matriarch gives Vinshenzo a very sidelong look that lasts a heartbeat longer than a sidelong look usually does, and then looks back at Khutula and says, "Well, that's quite something. Thank you for presentation." And then
Khutula just has a look of like, oh god, I fucked up.
Vin nods at Khutula in approval that she made the attempt.
Khutula just like gives a quick bow and moves back to her seat, kind of a little dejected. Just like, oh god, just
Thank you, Miss Khutula.
very embarrassed.
Carlos pats her on the shoulder.
Did you accept a knighthood or did you just accept noble title? I can't remember.
Me?
Yeah.
I believe I accepted knighthood, yes.
D's.
Okay, good. So, Lady Andril is gonna, after Khutula has sort of, I assume you're gonna go like back to your seat.
Yeah, that's what she did.
Okay, and Lady Andril looks over at Vinshenzo and says, "What an interesting pick for you to choose as the captain of your guard. I'm sure Miss Khutula has quite fine battlefield qualities. She seems to have a very booming, commanding voice. I would have expected you to choose something more refined. I approve."
Yes. Well, I wanted to think of home while I was away and picked someone who truly had the Cairona audacity, shall I say.
You get a knee from your wife under the table.
Ah!
Not like a knock it out bump kind of thing, like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but he's sickly.
Bruised now.
The rest of the supper sort of peters out with a blood pie for dessert, and then everyone sort of filters off their separate ways. Ristel, not the second, but the senior, Lady Andril's wife, husband, whichever. This really strange because Lady Andril the Fourth is married to Ristel, and Lady Andril the Fifth is also married to Ristel, secretly.
Wait, what?
Because it's Ristel the Second. Ristel and Ristel.
Oh.
They doing a thing.
They got some incest shit down here. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way you described it was just weird. Yeah.
It was a weird description. I recognized it as soon
anyway.
as I finished speaking.
I understand.
Yeah. Anyways, Ristel comes up to the group and tells you that the meeting that they wanted to have with you needed to be postponed as they were waiting for. They're now waiting for other members of noble houses to make an appearance. And then she kind of looks at Vinshenzo and says, if you'd like, because I'm sure you have better. Sorry, not she. He says, if you'd like, I know you have better things to do. We can bring you a summary of the meetings from one of the court scribes. Have other tasks you need to accomplish.
I attend the meeting.
The meeting's not now. He's saying like it's later.
Oh, okay.
That's why he offered it. He's like, hey, look, we got to wait for more people. We didn't expect it, but now there's been some last minute additions. So if you want to go, if you have to go do other things, well, we can send you a transcript, essentially.
Is this the meeting that I arranged with the matriarch he's talking about?
I remember you were summoned to a meeting, but I can't remember if you also... No, you requested a meeting, right?
Yes.
There were two different meetings that I was thinking of.
Oh.
No, that one is scheduled for the morning. I apologize.
Oh.
I'm thinking of a different meeting that might not have been communicated.
Okay.
I had it written down that it was.
Yes.
But yeah, that meeting, the one you requested, is first thing in the morning.
How long till the other dream scroll is produced?
Weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Hang on.
Sir Ristel, I have plenty of time on my hands currently to attend.
He gives you the noble equivalent of a big thumbs up.
Okay.
He pats you on the shoulder and he says,
I shake
good night,
hands with
Sam.
him. Can we?
Yeah.
That was so loud.
yeah, go to the... You go to the meeting in the morning. It's the morning. We'll speed this along.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's the meeting. She's sitting in her. She's sitting in her drawing. Is it a drawing room? What
It
is
was
the
all in my
place
left
where they just
ear.
sit out? Sorry.
It was
No,
me.
it's gonna be... Oh, you. Okay.
Here, let me do.
No.
So you're at the meeting. The meeting is in a tea room where the matriarch is taking her morning tea because they drink tea.
I attend the meeting on time.
If anyone doesn't attend, I'll be disappointed in them.
Khutula attends the meeting. On
What is the
time,
purpose of
as
this
is
meeting
expected
again?
of the captain.
Vinshenzo called the meeting.
I called the meeting. It'd be best if you attended, Mr. Stormwind.
I mean, it's not like you don't have all night to explain to him the meeting and all morning up until the actual meeting itself as well. So
What I'm trying to do is garner support from the House Cairona in our efforts against the vampires, since so many of you are so inclined to chase after these creatures.
Was House Cairona mentioned in the Alliance on the briefing?
no, they just said several noble houses.
No. Oh. Did I just screw that up for myself then? God.
No, you were both in two separate locations, and you're receiving two separate sets of information.
Okay.
So basically, Isaac received the troops briefing, where the troops were just told, like, "Hey, we've entered into a formal military alliance with several Drow houses." Because
Does Isaac tell me this?
Isaac.
Oh, I think
Since
he
I don't
said he
know which
did.
houses it was.
No, because the troops didn't get told. The
I
troops
think-
just got informed that they now have new friends, essentially.
I think
Wait.
Isaac said I'd inform the party of what I heard at the briefing or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was when we were at the forge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't there.
Everyone but you would have had that information.
Okay.
Bitch.
Do I have that information now that everyone's here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll share what I know. Oh, yeah. Also, the West Marches entered an alliance with the Triad. Because I'd heard that earlier. I'd kind of forgotten about that.
Oh. Okay. I also say to
The baby.
Khutula, I admire your efforts last night at dinner. I'm sorry for putting you on the spot.
I suppose it's something I'm gonna have to get better at while I'm here.
Yes. You are a bright individual, Khutula. It'd be best to let yourself shine from once in a while. From time to time.
Khutula casts light on her amulet.
Oh. Oh.
It's just a little joke.
Yes.
She ends the cantrip.
It's beautiful.
Well done. Okay, well, the matriarch is in having her morning tea, waiting for you to.
Okay, I lead the others in. I lead them in.
Mommy, I'm home.
Tula straightens her clothes before following in.
So you enter into the tea room, which offers a lovely view of the grounds and the big ass fountain that I'd have to go up and remember what the name was in the dialogue. Big cool fountain. Water. Fountain of thing. She's in the process of being served a nice cup of tea from one of her house slaves, and Rustel, of course, is there, and he has a cup of tea. He's in a very fine velvet house coat.
Ooh.
Mm. And he gives each of you a nod and a wink as you enter the room. There is only the chairs, only sitting room for the matriarch and Rustel. They are in sort of like a nice little semicircular booth with a small table. There is standing room for everybody else, but no chairs to sit.
Before we go in, can I give everyone bardic inspiration?
I see why not.
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
I don't see why not.
Get them.
How many times can you use bardic?
5 times, so I give everybody 1.
Okay, looks like y'all got bardic inspiration.
Yippee!
I'm nervous.
I get a piece of candy.
Could I have one? I'm gonna take one too.
Okay, you can have one.
Nephis doesn't have one.
I say.
I'm sorry.
Just quick question. Bardic Inspiration is just a D8 you can roll whenever, right?
The rules are on the die.
Yes.
Oh.
That's why they're so special.
They're my special die, Isaac.
It's a really smart idea.
I say to the matriarch, Cairona, I present the Nissian vagabonds. They are taking it upon themselves to attack a great evil that lies back in Nissia. And several noble houses, Drow houses, are planning to assist in this endeavor. And we would like to ask for the House Cairona's assistance as well.
She looks at you flatly and takes a sip of her tea. Winces just a touch, puts the tea back down on its tea mug, plate, whatever they're called. Saucer. Ah, fancy. Puts back on her saucer and she says, well, yes, we're one of the houses that have aligned ourselves with the order.
Oh.
We're going to be marching to the west, not to the south.
What does that mean?
Bitch.
That her troops are moving west instead of south. You know that Tarvia is south. West is Tarvia.
Okay, but Nisia is also kind of west. Or no, Nisia is east. Sorry. Okay, never mind.
Southeast, yeah. So she's going this way?
She said she's marching her troops west. Those are the words that she said.
Ah,
Ah!
that's the wrong way, mother.
Guardian.
Dear Vinshenzo, did you call this meeting just to tell me something that I'm already a part of?
Uh-oh.
Dear matriarch, of course not. I had thought it would be pertinent to you to be aware of our endeavors as we, the Nisian vagabonds, are planning to assist you in the Underdark. What's the city called?
In Nicaea?
No, the city that where the fucking
Or we are.
where we
I
are.
think.
I don't know.
The city where you guys are.
Where we
is
saw
called-
Tristan Fudgepackers guys. We were gonna help take them out.
Oh, Nilmasera. When then she told you that they had already been conveniently dealt with.
Oh.
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 Wait, which city? What fucking city are you talking about?
The
city am I
place
talking
that we
about?
are in right now.
Yeah. She remember she gave us like the quest or whatever to.
She's like, oh.
She wanted Carlos to behead
She
Tristan
didn't want
and bring
us
her
to
the
fuck
head.
around in this city.
Oh my God.
What she had told. Let me just refresh everyone's memories. So what she had mentioned is that the Valeriano Trading Company had already tried playing funny games in this city with one of their warehouse districts. So she sent her assassins out, killed them all, and she wants you to go find this asshole and eye for an eye, because he bothered to think that he could bribe House Cairona officials and muscle in on.
Okay.
On
How I
House Cairona's
interpreted how
operations.
you described it before was that there was still a presence here that we were going to deal with before we moved out.
No, she had found a presence and dealt with it. Didn't like that he had tried to do that. Wants him dead for disrespect. And she wants
Sandman.
you to do it because that.
Okay.
And has it been established that
That is not how I remember that at all. But okay.
has it been established that Tristan and his shipping company is working with the Nisian vampires?
You have
Like, are we aware if she's aware of that?
you've never been given any information to believe that she knows. But Vinshenzo, once again, the quest that she gave you was to come back with Tristan Valeriano's head.
I know that was like the long-term like thing that we, but I was also under the impression that there was still people here to be dealt with, and we were gonna deal with that before we left to deal with the vampires.
We just look back in the
Men had
notes.
become impressed.
Tristan trolleys.
Tra-la-la.
I swear, like the whole group had like a conversation about like, okay, we'll deal with these, and then we'll either decide to deal with Tristan or the vampires.
I remember the entire group just sat there patiently waiting to figure out how you were going to save Carlos, and then you
No.
eventually went to House Helvani.
No.
I'm not
to save
insane.
Carlos. I'm sure you're not, but I
don't
in
think
my head,
Nephis
I
ever was
confidently
told about
remember
the
saying,
Tristan thing.
I remember that
No.
you were given the task of taking his head. I remember
Me
He
and
was involved in that meeting.
Carlos.
Yeah.
I remember that you and Carlos were also informed,
Okay.
or at least the group was informed that
Okay.
his operatives
Ah.
came in and they all got killed. Why? That's why they know about him.
You're not telling him what he wants to hear.
I'm not insane, Grace.
Look, man, I'd be happy to go back on my word.
How about you?
But I'd
how about
have
you?
to go with.
How about you scan your notes and upload it to the Discord so I can see what you have written down? Or are you just moving papers around just to sound like you have notes?
I'll take a picture of your notes, sure.
I can't even fucking wrestle loud enough.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'm gonna go turn on my AC. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I gotta open a window. I'm getting hot.
I'm flipping pages over here. I'm looking at all my notes.
I remember distinctly we had two separate conversations. We had one about going to chase after Tristan or the vampires, and we were deciding about whether or not to do which one first, because we were also going to do the inner city warehouse wet work mission. And we were going to do that first and then decide whether to go after Tristan or the vampires first. I remember this.
I guess you'll
Yeah,
just have
go
to
after
watch
Tristan
the stream.
versus the vampires because you got tasked by your fucking mom that she wanted you to
Okay.
go kill someone, and
That-
then you're like, okay, I'll
Okay,
still do it.
that other conversation is completely unrelated to the conversation I'm talking about. I'm only bringing it up because everybody else is like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. That wasn't the same thing that you're talking about, Vin, that you keep bringing up." And I'm not bringing it up. It's you people who are bringing it up.
I'm bringing it up.
Vin sounds crazy.
I'm not
Ugh.
insane.
Vin has lost his
Talking
mind.
about-
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Now
Whatever.
just rambling.
Whatever, the warehouse was taken care of. Fine, good. I don't have to deal with it because I know we'd have to murder people anyway. Vin doesn't want to murder people. Fine.
All right, we're all fine again.
Petty murderers on staff.
I'm
Oh
not.
my god, he really fucking uploaded his notes. Ah.
Fuck you, I have notes.
I'm normal.
Why is it sideways? You suck.
Because I have an iPad and I just took a picture because
Gross.
This dude taking a picture with an iPad? What the hell?
Fucking gross.
Just with my iPad because I got it for free.
Okay.
Chris,
I'm,
get an
not-
iPad.
I'm not going
Not
to
an
read the
iPad?
notes because I don't want to ruin the story.
Anyway,
I don't.
yeah.
Okay, so the warehouse thing was taken care of. That's great to hear. I'm sorry for calling this meeting, I guess.
Sorry for calling this.
She's gonna kill us.
I will go back and look through the session thing.
Yeah,
just
you
to
bet
make
your
sure.
ass.
Since I've already watched this one, so I'm even more confident now.
I'm watching the one that we're in right now.
Session 41 is when
We are
it would
in
be.
a loop.
No, let's not do it now. Like, okay,
I'm
fine.
not going to. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm saying
I mean, I guess we
That's
could because there's 2 minutes left to the session.
we'll figure it out next session. We'll know.
Chris
I'm not gonna
takes
watch
notes
it.
in shorthand, and it's all in wingdings.
I will
Allegedly.
share this
Question-
tidbit of
question.
information I've never told anyone else, but when I was in grade 6, I actually developed my very own retarded fucking wingding code because I thought I was edgy and cool. And I took notes in class and got in trouble. So I never did it again.
You got in trouble. Teachers
Yeah,
What
suck,
the
dude.
hell?
Teacher couldn't figure out what the fuck my notes were. That she thought I was just scribbling the whole time, so I got in trouble.
Okay.
Kill
Cipher
her. Find her now and kill her.
Okay, so
Leave a note in Wingdings.
I ask the party if we should
Zodiac
go
killer.
after Tristan first or the vampires first. I say we should go with what House Cairona wants to do first, and then
We
maybe
should
they'll
take
help
out
us.
Tristan.
Vampires.
We should definitely go after Tristan first.
Stop the spread.
We need to cripple their supply lines. Plus, he's kind of a jerk.
Yes, we'll assist House Cairona.
I get to work on my Spanish accent.
I don't have to assist anybody. I'm a freelancer.
I've made an alliance.
Nephis is just gonna find a drow wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty to choose
Yes,
from.
you would be smart too, Mr. Nephis.
Gabe was right about Chris.
The
You say.
Gape station.
He said he took notes in shorthand
Oh.
in wingdings.
Okay. Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah, is the session over?
Yeah, because it's 10, and I'm gonna go and find out once and for all whether or not I was right or you were.
Oh,
If I was not right, then I owe you an apology, and I will work on the warehouse thing.
Oh, I mean, we don't have to now that we've had this like autistic spurg out in front of the matriarch. But anyway, since the
They
session
got called
is
to a meeting.
over,
Only for the meeting to not have mattered.
yeah, that's why
I
I'm
mean-
mad.
90% of meetings, so
Just like to inform you.
Anyway,
Thank
Gabe was interested in joining the group. He's available Wednesdays through Friday to 5
Oh.
I'll put that to you guys to decide if you want to switch the timing permanently from Monday. Doesn't overly affect.
I can do Wednesdays through Fridays. Although next Wednesday we can't do. Oh,
I'm gonna be busy next Friday, I think, or is next Thursday. I'll get back to you guys on that. But I will be busy one of the later days of the week.
do people want
Monday I should be
Gabe? You guys all know Gabe.
I
like
vaguely remember Gabe, but it's been a long time since we've interacted.
Gabe's
been a while
The
since
good
people-
Gabe.
Oh, okay,
Not
as long
the
as he's the good
techno
one.
Gabe.
Gabe showed
All
up.
right.
Not techno geek Gabe.
Yeah, that guy
Okay.
sucks.
Big ups techno geek in chat. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'd love to. I don't mind having another player in, and if we can find a time that works. Is Gabe on this Discord or no?
No. He played with
Let's get him in
Basuda.
here.
Yeah, can we get Gabe in here? Let's get Gabe in
Yeah,
here. Invite
100%.
Gabe. I'll invite. I
Pull
think
him
I
up.
can. Let's get Gabe
Yeah,
in
invite him. I'll
voice
give him
right
the
now.
perms.
Let's
Can
get
somebody
Gabe.
while Gabe, put him on speakerphone.
Invite
Shit,
to
that'd make life
server.
really easy if we just got it over with. While you do that,
I might save the session before somebody fucks something up.
Too late, I'm fucking something
It's
up right
always
now.
you that does it.
What the hell? What did I do?
alright.
Gabe joined. Hell yeah. Let's get him. I don't know what any of these perms are. I'll give him this one.
Welcome.
Okay.
He's American, so he's a Southern partisan. No, he's a Black Sea cowboy because he's Basuda.
He was in Basuda. Where's Nissian Vagabonds?
It's just hashtag
It's
RPG,
G&G.
and then I added in manual.
RPG. Gabe, join the voice. RPG room. Let's get Gabe
gotta-
in here.
I gotta get going.
Say hi to Gabe first.
Yeah, say bye to him.
Hello.
Hello and goodbye.
Oh, hi.
Perfect.
Xane had to leave.
Bye, Zade.
Xane didn't want to be in the same room as you.
I'm shell shocked.
Okay.
Are you the one that's...
No.
It's Gabe
Are you
who's
the
been
one
doing
named
this.
Gabe? So y'all who they call Gabe?
That was Zane.
Okay,
I
so
know.
obviously we all currently our regular time slot is we do Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seeker, you fucking heard the conversation up till now. We are aware that you're free Wednesdays through Fridays. Discuss.
Is everybody
yeah.
okay with Gabe joining?
I have no problem.
That's the most important question. I'm okay with Gabe.
I like Gabe.
You guys all know Gabe.
Chill. What's your opinion? Your valued
I don't mind.
of the group. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Deadly.
Welcome to the group, dude.
Hey, this is awesome.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call.
Phone call. Add members or roles. Add.
Penance of Poon.
We're on session
What?
45, Gabe.
No,
We've
not
been doing
Tenants
this
of
a while.
Poon. You should soon
What?
have access to. Well, you should now see.
What?
Vagabond.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
You would.
Oh, nice scene. There it is.
Now he does.
What is happening?
What is
Okay, so we
Tenants
have,
of Poon?
That's from the other group, and one of my other group members made it. I don't know why. I don't understand why. But Poonism is a religion that was made up by one of the players, and then another player became a fucking paladin of that player-made religion, and so they had to come up with. I guess they came up with the Tenants of Poon all by themselves.
That group sucks. We're in the good group, Gabe.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
We're in Willius Wonkus's chocolate factory right now.
Ooh.
In the other group. I don't GM that one. I'm the player, and I'm having it's a good time, fun time, different speed from this, group, and that's okay. Anyway, so
Thursday next week, same time. Oh.
But so what time? I know you said Wednesday through Friday, but what times are you available?
Usually, anytime after like 5:30.
Okay.
What time zone?
Oh, sorry, Central Time. Apologies
6
if that's
p.m.
too.
That's where
Yes.
Kardoc lives.
Dude.
Is that a picture of your character? Is that your portrait?
Yeah, dude, I just
Techno
made it.
age.
I just made it, dude.
Perfect.
Gabe rocks.
He's a wizard.
I never knew when he had writing on his jacket.
I kind of forgot too, to be honest.
Okay, well, it sounds like we're all on board. We just need to figure out a good day and time. Everyone's happy with it.
And it doesn't have to be a permanent switch. It's just the only week I can't do Mondays next week because I'm going to be in Chicago.
Oh,
Mondays aren't actually an issue. It's just next week that Mondays are.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well, fuck. That
Bye.